Jeremy Clarkson exposes UK defence delusion. Subscribe to England Now 7 now, if you believe the truth must be told. Breaking news from London as Jeremy Clarkson unleashes a fierce attack on Prime Minister Keir Starmer, calling his defence proposals unrealistic, unaffordable, and disconnected from reality. The government recently unveiled plans to build 12 nuclear submarines and a fleet of fighter bombers in response to Russian aggression and global instability. But Clarkson mocks the timeline and questions how the UK can fund such ambitions when it struggles to pay junior doctors, train drivers, and invest in solar energy. He asks if Britain can barely stop dinghies from landing in Kent. How can it stand up to the Russian Navy? Clarkson compares Starmer to Neville Chamberlain and says his promises are as outdated as planning for war readiness in 1975. The controversial Sun columnist even claims that Starmer might be the least warlike leader in history, calling him a stick of celery in a cheap suit. Clarkson slams modern British society for losing its sense of duty, claiming people today are more interested in shoplifting, gluing themselves to roads, and debating gender than defending their country. The Strategic Defence Review promises to increase defence spending to 2.5% of GDP by 2027, but critics say there is no real plan, and the timelines are unrealistic, with only vague financial estimates. Despite reassurances from Armed Forces Minister Luke Pollard, Clarkson remains unconvinced, concluding that Starmer, being in power for 4 more years, scares him more than Vladimir Putin. This is England Now 7, where silence ends and truth begins. Subscribe now if you believe the people deserve to know what the BBC will never report.